Hi all, my name is Akhil from our Mortgage Broker. Hope you're all doing very well. Today I'm pleased to announce that we've got a great person, a great experienced architect. Thank you, Freddie, for joining us from Addo Architects.
You're welcome. So good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you're all keeping safe and well through this challenging times that we're going through. So I'm Freddie Addo, founder of Addo Architects, based in South London. Now, I've been in the industry since 1997, so some 23 odd years in the construction and design industry. And my practice is specializing currently in residential and mixed use developments. Our disciplines range from pre-planning through to planning applications, building regulations, project management, and construction. The fields that we operate in cover changes of use, new builds, and conversions. In these challenging times in which we are, where the whole world seems to have ground to a halt, this could present a good opportunity for developers and investors to take a step back, even though we've been enforced into a shutdown. But it's an opportunity to reflect and maybe sharpen our exit strategies and thinking whilst we've got the opportunity to do so, and to put us in a great position when things ultimately do pick up. Now, having been through many slowdowns in the economy myself, I'm always mindful that these things happen in cycles, and the industries or the businesses that seem to do the best when we exit are those who have made the most out of the times where everybody else had down tools, and they sharpened their skills, their strategies, their plans to put themselves in prime position, pole position, if you like, for when the restart happens. So I believe that now is a good opportunity for investors to think about maybe ground up developments, land developments. Think about acquiring land which requires planning permission, because ultimately that is where the most value is added, because you most of the time starting from either a building which is being underutilized in terms of its commercial potential, or a land which hasn't got the intrinsic value of a development. So now would be a great time to start to look into such opportunities whilst we have this enforced shutdown. So my practice are able to assist in pre-planning. We can advise in constraints and what to look out for when looking at land with planning permission or land without planning permission. We can preempt some of the challenges and constraints that local councils would impose on you, and we can help you to address them. Being an architect and having delivered projects for developers, I have seen projects through from inception through to completion. And the advantage in that is when you've seen something at the end, you're able to reflect back and see what you could have done differently at the beginning to help you to achieve an even better result. And so that is the seed of my experience, having seen development projects through all stages. I'm best placed to be able to see all the angles and the opportunities early on in the beginning, and this could add great value to developers and investors, helping to save money, add creativity and desirability and style, and ultimately maximize their commercial potential of opportunities on the exit end.
Yeah, that's very valid. And I think what I'd like to add on that is, I know, Freddie, you and I speak on if not every day. What I would say is it's now's the right time to engage with the likes of yourself through the whole plan, design and build. And just bearing in mind, using the spaces right. So when you're designing new buildings, new commercial residential developments, you want to make use of all spaces within the area, because we are now in lockdown, and some of those that don't benefit from garden spaces or balconies are now confined within the four walls. So no doubt when you're planning now going forward, you probably have this in the back of your mind that COVID could turn up again tomorrow, hopefully not. But you've got to then factor with balcony spaces, how we're arranging gardens and making the most out of sites, right? And no doubt there's probably going to be enough uplift in value that way as well for resales.
Absolutely. This is something which not only enhances the quality of the way people live, but also enhances the value of developments. Now, with all new developments these days, there is a requirement to provide an amenity space. Now, what that is in plain speak is that every new build, be it a flat or a house or a block of flats, needs to have some communal outdoor space. So in the way of balconies or gardens, for example, that is one of the key requirements. Now, what I add to that as an architect is not only take on the list of bullet points which the council would require you to tick, but I can shape them very creatively in order to incorporate it in such a way that it makes it more attractive and more desirable, and therefore adds greater value to the development on the end. So as an architect, I think that is one of the skills and the tools that I can bring to the table. Anybody can say, I want a garden and I want a balcony, but how you design the spaces in relation to the balcony and in relation to the garden is what will distinguish one development from the other.
Yeah, that's key. Thank you for that, Freddie. So you've been in the game for over 2 decades now. Could you share with us the types of national builders that you've worked with over your time and the schemes that you've worked on as well? Sure, in short, please.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So I have worked with Galliard Homes. I'm sure many listeners would know Galliard Homes. I've worked with Galliard Homes whilst consulting for large architectural practices. Some of the developments I was involved in from an early design stage through project management and completion was a 1,000 unit mixed development in Greenwich, which started in 2008 and completed in 2013. Other developers that I've worked with are Redrow Homes, who are traditionally house builders, but get into mixed developments as well. I worked on a scheme which is near City Airport, currently ongoing on site, which is for 350 new built residential units.
Right.
On the smaller side of things, I have worked with private investors and homeowners where we remodel large houses to basically suit the way in which the client wants to live. So be it an extension or an internal remodeling, we're also able to provide that service. So in a nutshell, the services that we provide are from the small end to suit the homeowner, to the large end to serve and also to suit the commercial developer, and everything in between.
Thank you for that, Freddie. For those that you don't know, Freddie is, as we said, he is an architect and he's a key associate of our mortgage broker, and Freddie's our go-to architect and who we refer our clients to. So whether they want advice or they actually want to take up the advice and propose a new scheme, we do refer to Freddie for the guidance and supporting our clients. I will leave Freddie's contact details and his website in the comments below. But thank you, Freddie. Anything you want to leave us with on this lovely day?
Well, I just want to wish everybody safety, first of all, and hope that we are all keeping to social distancing and only working when we really need to go out and work. But I must say that we must all support each other during this time and think about where we want to be when this shutdown is lifted. And so we should be making hay whilst the sun is shining. So wish everybody the best of safety and health.
Thank you, Freddie. And what I would like to add on that is now's the time that we need to self-educate ourselves, surround ourselves with the right people, because there's a lot that we can learn. And if we work collectively, we can make the best out of our projects and our developments. But thank you, Freddie. Thank you for your time. And I look forward to hearing from you again. Thank you, Freddie.
You're very welcome.